Hello everyone, and I'm back with more Final Fantasy Free Enterprise. I'm probably not going to do the next... This is one of the few cases where since I'm so far ahead, I'm probably just gonna skip one of the dungeons because I looked through my characters and my inventory and realized I am severely not equipped. So I think it said this in game. But just to let everyone know, the next dungeon is the, I forget what it's actually called, but it's this cave up here. And you cannot wear iron armor or you're paralyzed. Iron armor, iron weapons, anything that's considered iron. And the good thing is that now they actually show you what's iron with this little handy metallic thing. But I noticed that there's literally not a single non-iron weapon that Kane can use. And the same goes for Sid, unfortunately. All of his weapons, not all of his armor, neither of their armor, surprisingly. I don't know how the samurai set isn't iron. But it's not, apparently. But the axe, sword, so basically all of our melee stuff is, even some of our, I don't know why I have that on her, but even, like, the iron arrows are, of course, iron, and a lot of the armor for some other characters, like her tiara, so it just sounds like a pain in the ass. Maybe if we get a different party setup, I could go and try and find Yang again, but even that sounds terrible. I don't really feel like bothering to go and grab Yang so we have all of one semi-decent melee fighter to go in. I would rather just try and find my way to the Tower of Babel, personally. Because I don't think we really need to do that. Oh hey, Chocobo's Forest. White Chocobo. Which just recovers MP and a bunch of normal Chocobos. It's kind of funny that the only Chocobos that seem to have a sprite swap is like a color swap, not sprite, but a color swap are the black ones. I don't really know why that is, because all the other ones are default. Who really knows? Okay, so we don't have a way to get into there. I'm trying to remember where the tower is, because, I mean, like, I literally just have the tower key. So I just need to actually go there and get inside of it, and we should be fine, right? Just a matter of, getting to the right spot. Oh, we do have, the thing that the guy over here wants. Might as well give that to him, because, I mean, why not, right? Maybe we'll get something good for the tail we traded. Hey, you. Give me stuff. Give me loot. Here. It's a rat tail I've been looking for. Okay, take this. Received the darkness crystal. Okay, well, that is one of the things I needed. Thank you. Talk to you unless you have it. I already gave you it, idiot. Well, regardless, that's good. I am, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's one of the things I just outright needed for this playthrough, so there you go. Progress made already. Let's see, I've already been over here. That's where you go for the, it's the seal thing. I promise I know where I'm going, guys. I actually so don't. There it is. For a moment I was getting worried. I was like, oh no. This is getting embarrassing. I don't even sort of know what I'm doing. But hey, there's the tower. Let's see. Let's go to this broken ass thing here and see what we can find out about it, if anything. Elban. I was gonna be like, hey guys, do you know anything about the tower? But I think there's nobody here. Kinda looks like the kind of place that everybody's dead. But there's more treasure chests, so who knows? Maybe I could find, How do I get over to these? But maybe I could find, because I know there's, I forget what swords they are, but I swear there's swords in this game that count as not iron swords that you can totally get. So if I could get some of those, I could suddenly make it bearable. Another ice brand. They sure freaking love giving me ice brands. To be fair, I have a lot of combat use items, so, oops, oh, cool. Wow, 20 GP. Why am I not surprised? Why are all the gold finds so small? I'm guessing there's something weird with, like, those are randomized in a way that everything else isn't. Like, kind of like the shops, right? Like, it seems like all of the GP is... The way the GP drops is randomized. So, all of the GP drops are exceptionally low, and there's probably, like, a few different numbers of GP I can find, but they're all low because they all randomize to be low. Because it seems like I always find, like, 20 or 60 GP, which is pretty unusual for the game, I think. I found the Starveil. That sounds like a combat item. Cast wall on the user. Yeah, like I said, I do have, like, a ton of combat items. So I guess if it really does come down to it, maybe we can get past just off of spellcasters and having my melee fighters using combat items, and that'll be how we brute force our way against that boss. But for now, we've also got another kamikaze, probably one of the worst items. Unless you have, like, I guess it can be useful if you have somebody with really high HP, but I don't know, I don't like taking chances on things like that. It's funny because the idea makes me think of Pretties in Disgaea, which I do end up liking. I like Pretties a lot, actually. I think a lot of the difference... See there, 50... There we go, there's 1,000. That's something. That's still Stardust Rod. That sounds fancy. Wisdom plus 15 casts Comet? Dude. Also, you can't dual wield rods, can you now? Well, sure. How do I get over to that one? Because I can tell... Monsters! Oh no, actually I forget how tough the monsters and chests tend to be. I think we'll be fine. Does this... I hope this is... I don't think it uses up the rod. Ow, also that freaking hurt. Okay, I was about to say, please stop beating up Tella. I know he's really strong and cool. Did they get Tella, or was that a result of him using his rod? Did I just fuck up? I think I just killed Tella. Okay, no, I was like, oh no. Is he dead because he died in a story manner? Okay, well, let's not try that again. Just fire them. That should be plenty. I don't need to go super fancy. I do need everyone to stop dying, though. All my mages, anyways. Preferably to stop dying a little bit. It's funny, my mages are crazy well equipped, and all my melee fighters are crazy well equipped, and all my poor mages are really weak to getting wailed on, though, well, that being said, I'm getting some levels, and also that fire, I forgot how freaking good some of those spells are. Black shirt. I think that's actually good. I know it's funny, it's just a black shirt, but I think it's like a black mage shirt, yeah. Wisdom. Which I think the wisdom was the one that gives you better black magic, which is because of the black shirt. Woo! That was unnecessarily intense because they really hated most of my backline fighters. Okay. Well, now that we went through that, a grimoire. Fancy sounding. Checking that in a second. Money. A dream spear. More money. Yeah, the money hasn't really equaled out much compared to how freaking expensive it is to actually buy anything, but let's take a look. Drain Spear gives a bunch of negatives, but absorbs HP, strong against giants and slimes. It's not really as good as your thing. Your actual just, oh, super sword. Okay, so what's the grimoire do again? Because that sounds cool. Combat item invokes a random summon spell. Awesome. Okay, so as mentioned, we found a lot of really good use items, which, you know, is good for the rare areas that my characters can't just murder the heck out of everything. So as you can see, there's a little more to getting to the Tower of Babel than just waltzing right in. It'll probably take me a moment to actually remember the process. I assume it has something to do with the rocks over here. That being said, I've actually explored all of the castle. Let's see, that's where I went for those. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure I've gotten everything in here rather than just saying, well, we went through the basement, left. Okay, we got everything here. Wanted to be sure. Okay, in that case, just see what's over here. Ah, a cave. That sounds like probably exactly the kind of thing we're after. The Cave of Elbala Tent. Dragoon Lance. I bet Kane's sword is still freaking better, even though that lance is literally named after his class. Against dragons and flying enemies. Well, if we face any dragons, that's better than his defense sword. Well, except for the fact that his defense sword would help him not die to said dragons. Also, I'm probably going to temporarily put on random encounters because this area is suddenly going to be... like, suddenly we're wandering into much tougher areas because we're skipping some stuff in the game. AKA meaning that I'm going to want to make sure my party is, you know, more prepared. As shown by the fact that they've almost already completely murdered the heck out of Tella. That thing died really easily. That was shocking. Man, Rosa sure just blasted it. And this fire will also just blast it for a fuck ton of more damage. I mean, to be fair, I guess getting a little bit of EXP still isn't the worst idea ever. Oh wow, a bard weapon. I'm sure gonna use that. Getting a little bit of EXP, not the worst idea ever, mostly to help everyone who isn't Kane stay alive. Because Kane is very tanky and basically unkillable at this point. Same does not go for everyone else. Everyone else still can very much just get murdered, as has been seen a few times with Tella. Everyone else is starting to be a bit comparatively squishy. Oh shoot, petrify enemies? Oh, that's fun. I love petrification. Dude, Fire 3 is so fucking good. It does take a while to cast, as has probably been noticed, but I mean, does taking a while to cast really matter when it does like 3,000 damage and just kills everything? Basically almost 100% of the time. It really doesn't fall off as readily as you'd think. Probably because it's the kind of a spell that they don't really expect you to have until late game, because like I said, Tella kind of dies pretty soon after he learns all these spells. You have a very brief period of time where you have Tella the all-powerful, and then he dies. It's kind of funny talking about it like that, because it does feel, talking about it feels a little bit like if you had, you know, Gandalf turn into Gandalf the White, and then he just dies. That'd be pretty fucking lame. And unfortunately, that does a little bit happen to Tella, where he just sort of gets cool and then immediately dies. But in story, I think it actually works pretty well. Probably should have had him spellcast. It looks like these skelly mans are a little tanky. And also, like many a thing, hurt my wizards, which I don't like. I guess that's one advantage to Rosa, which honestly, if I get a bunch more good melee, well, it's hard to say. Because on one hand, Porum is just a better white mage, but Rosa is less prone to dying, which makes her a better white mage in her own way, because, I mean, one of the worst things you can have happen to your white mage is they die. And Rosa also, her extra damage actually isn't terrible. To be fair, I could and maybe will just keep around both of them. I could just either replace Tella with a different black wizard, or actually maybe I could just because I guess the only thing is that creates a bit of redundancy in my party, but at the same time my party is pretty good at not dying, and I guess at that point does little redundancy in my party layout even really matter? I mean, not dying is a pretty relevant part of what you want to do in these kind of games. Also, I forget how good Psych is, but Psych just lets you siphon MP from the enemy. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering if Tella, with all of his spells, is just good to take to the end game at this point. Like, you know, after we gain more levels and stuff, obvs. But, that being said, I'm probably gonna turn random encounters back off. I don't know. I was hoping we'd gain, like, multiple levels per fight, which isn't happening. So right now I would rather focus on cave navigation rather than fighting a million bats. Flame is a good way to clear out early game mobs if you find edge early. Well, that didn't happen. So, that's fine. That's an expensive inn. That being said, funny enough, I don't have a lot of money because of money fines, because I feel like that's been really bad. But I do have a lot of money because I have a lot of really expensive items that I've sold. Let me guess, you have a bunch of stuff I don't want. Wow, shocker. I can't even believe that. You would just have a bunch of items I don't want, and that's it. Wait, do I have the silver? I'll have to. Oh no, I don't. I definitely don't want to sell that. I don't have a good shield yet. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So I have so many ice brands. I think I'll sell this charm. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not getting too full up on items. Oh, fuck it, I'll get rid of this long sword and these daggers for now. Might be a mistake getting rid of those, but I honestly, like I said, I just don't want to fill entirely up on room, because that'd kind of suck. Headband, I just don't know why I even have that. Illusion casts a blink on the user. I don't want that. Strength +5? That's not terrible. Charm Punch, I'll sell those. Okay. Good, 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 good. And then Kane, hey, you can become even harder to kill. Congratulations. You are, at this point, essentially impossible to kill. Which makes me happy. I mean, that just works. Dart does damage equal to the user's level multiplied by the weapon's attack power. Cool. Long and Ninja do exceptional damage even in late game situations. Thanks for the tip, guys. Power shirt. Don't care. Gay helm's kind of cool. Paladin helm, not really that relevant. Bunch of lance stuff, and archer's bow. Yeah, I mean, there are some decent things in here, but nothing that I really consider worthwhile to spend my money on. Seal has a very low success rate for us ninjas. If only we knew a treasure hunter. Our home was destroyed, so we decided to move closer to our enemies. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. I was checking the pots here and got ambushed by stalemen. I'm lucky to be alive. Wife threw a spoon at me. I'm lucky to be alive. Well, I found a Gaia robe in here, so, I guess I'm a little more lucky than you are. Prince partial petrification. Sounds pretty fucking good to me. And hey, you could definitely use that. I didn't realize how little armor she had on. I was attacked by a Dark Knight with the NB flag on. I'm lucky to be alive. To Wyvern without the Wyvern flag on. Okay, lots of meta jokes. I challenged a physical boss in the Fey March. See, I don't even get half these, unfortunately. I use spells on the Opogo. I don't want to change my name. I fought Golbez without killing 3 of my allies first. Okay. Whatever you say, lady. Soap will let you escape from any escapable battle. Edge's default agility will boost your odds by quick runaways for battle. Okay. All those not super relevant to me. I wish I had found the magma instead. What'd you find? Death? Oh wow, more crap I don't care about. Lots of cool things. At least I'm still more useful than the ninjas from After Years. Okay, that is a joke that I get having played After Years. After Years is okay. I remember hearing some pretty decently negative things about it somewhat recently, and I get it. It's the most unnecessary sequel to, like, I feel like Final Fantasy has a bad tendency with that, actually. It was a really, really unnecessary sequel. I wouldn't say the most, though. Final Fantasy seems to have a lot of that. The Elven Bow is better. There's tons more loot in Elben's castle than we forgot to haul underground with us. That's pretty funny. 20 GP, 5 GP, and agility apple. In a lot of games, that sounds like the kind of thing that would be... Also, I should sort my inventory. I know that's not going to make the agility apple easier to find, but increases a character's max HP by 50. That's, So this is one of the few games I think I'd put that on a spellcaster. I'm not sure which spellcaster yet, though, so I'm actually not going to use it right away. I'm thinking Tella. I think Tella's probably going to be a long time. Hook seeds are the worst. I think Tella's going to be a character that I, probably end up keeping around a while. Oh yeah, somebody pointed out with the repeatable characters, you could end up with something lucky, and you could find something like 2 Canes, 2 Ceciles, 2 Sids. I'm trying to think of 2 of other, like, honestly, the most of the party members are pretty good. Heck, you could find 2 Tellas, which would be kind of bad overall, but, like, early game, I mean, 2 Tellas would kind of bust. Like, oh, fuck. Ice A's Tella dies. Tella's so freaking squishy. I swear he's even one of my mages that are, like, more armored up than the other ones. Wait, did I turn back on? Oh, right, I found a monster in a barrel. Rose again a level, Porm gained a level, Kane gained a level. Awesome. Oh, hey, another bow. Okay, Tella, stop being dead. Nobody likes it when you're playing dead. It's dumb. I find it weird I have to, like, click through so many times to use Cure. That is in the original game. That isn't, like, a dumb thing they added or anything. I just forgot that was a thing. That probably because that's something they fixed in the 3DS version, I'm fairly certain. I swear you have the most armor, right? Yeah, you have a helmet, a shirt, and a ruby ring. Which, to be fair, doesn't give you all that much armor, but it's more than Porm has, I think. Porm, what do you have? Other helm. Well, I guess. I mean, yeah, you're less armored. Anyways, what do we get again? The Artemidi. Wow, that's good. Though it does make her a worse healer. But I think for now that's okay, given my current party setup. I'll accept her being a worse healer to be a better archer. At least unless she becomes kind of like my main/only white mage in the party. Which could very well happen, but, you know, right now I have 3 potential healers. Tella being the main one who kind of has a problem with fucking dying. Let's see. Let's use. It's funny. I don't think I've used the in-game save function for a while. Probably because I'm not feeling very threatened by much of anything. The only one who's in danger of dying is poor old man Tella. Oh look, it's me. Oh no, I died. Let's go save me. Kane. No, don't die, Kane. We saved you. Aren't you happy? Wait, it really is me. For some reason I was thinking that was just a cutscene thing. Oh, it's a green version of me, which means it's even better. Who do I want? Okay. So here's where I start asking. It's funny that someone in the comments is like, you could get 2 Canes. That's literally what happened. So who do I want to green Kane to replace? Because obviously we need him. We need both Canes. Kane's fucking good. I'm thinking over Porm. Rosa is just good at not dying. And we kind of need that. Oh shoot, I'm kind of low on stuff. On space for stuff, I mean. Well, we don't need most of these things. Put this... I'm glad they don't let me throw away key items. I do wish I had a more extensive inventory, but I guess that's part of the challenge or something? I don't really know. Over the archer bow. Alright, time to start equipping up new Kane. Also, get everyone into... new positions. Okay, Kane. I think I only have the one, good stat. You can have the Dragoon Lance. Samurai helmet. I think that's the best helmet I have. Do I have another good shirt? I guess you can have a karate shirt for now. And diamond, so his defense isn't nearly as high, but his attack power is almost as high. His HP is also really crappy, but that's because he's level 10. I guess here's where we're going to turn random encounters back on, so Kane, Excalibur? Yeah, I'll take that. Over this leather armor. Dude, Excalibur. Now I really wish I had found Cecile or something. I don't know if I should have made it so I could, like, not have... I don't know. I guess that's a question, because that was actually an option that... Wow, that sucked. That was actually an option that I didn't overly think of at the time. Would people rather I had turned on the option, like if I were to do this again, or another randomizer, like a Final Fantasy or something randomizer, would people prefer that I turn off the option to meet the same characters twice and things like that? I know if it's more boring because I can, like, recruit the same dude multiple times. Please stop dying, Kane. I could really use your assistance, and by that I mean you could really use the EXP, actually, is what I really mean. Tella, just please murder. If you could be so this is really annoying. This is why we need some levels on these people. No, stop it. Please stop dying. Fuck, I don't even have any Phoenix Downs. Shit. I forgot you could do that. Okay, let's try and get rid of this guy. But not like it really matters that he can do that. Nobody here... None of the enemies are really dangerous to any of my, like, high-tier people. They're only really dangerous to... my new guy, my new Kane, and Tella, who both are really having a rough time. Please jump. If you jump, you won't die. The struggles of having low level... What the heck? Why didn't that revive him? Did I not do that right? Okay, whatever. Kane gains a level. Kane gains 9 levels. Thank goodness, dude. Oh my gosh, Kane, you needed those 9 levels. I was like, man, only 1? But that was the other Kane. Okay. Tella, stop being dead. I really don't like it. It's a little inappropriate, really. Why are your cures? Is that because you're equipped with the, You know what? Now that we switched characters, yeah, actually put on the Elven Bow again so you're a good white mage, because I apparently really need a good white mage. Wow, that stat change makes all the difference in the world with her heals. Okay, I think that's good for now. Whoa, that was weird. Cure 3. Alright. So, yeah, the Tower of Babel. Oh no. Don't. Okay, well, at least the new Kane doesn't just get one shot anymore. That's important. Man, Tella really sucks to have at this point in the game. He's so fucking squishy. Okay, I think I am going to give Tella the extra 50 HP, just because I feel like on anyone else, because I might even end up switching him out, but for right now, his HP pool is too low, and I feel like on anyone else, the extra 50 HP isn't gonna matter. Like what, I'm gonna put the extra 50 HP on Sid? Look at Sid, he doesn't... The extra 50 HP is going to mean literally nothing to him. If he's... Like, there's such a low chance that that's gonna be what saves him. Oh, look, a dragon. That's cool. But I can definitely see that right now an extra 50 HP could be saving Tella in a few of these situations here. There, thank you. Yeah, Tella's dead. I was like, we're all getting hit, Tella's just gonna die again. He's gonna lose out on another battle's worth of EXP. Probably shouldn't have had... Oh, good. Okay. Maybe we can finish this thing before Tella dies again. Oh my gosh. Kain gains level. Kain gains 4 levels. Sid gains level. Tella gained a level. And just to make sure, Tella is still gaining... Yes, he's still gaining HP, which is realistically what I need him to be gaining at this point. So Tella gaining levels, it's funny because I know I mentioned earlier, I was like, doesn't really matter. Am I just wrong? Is that like... Or maybe that's... Did they change... Now I feel like I'm crazy. Because I swear his stats have been going up. Maybe it's just his physical stats go down, which... is definitely true. His strength doesn't start at 1 and his vitality doesn't start at 3, so I think that's what it is. Which it's funny that his vitality keeps going down, but his HP still goes up. I think at some point that'll probably end up balancing out to still not be... Like, it's still more beneficial to level him for the HP if you want him to be survivable, but that's probably part of why he seems so squishy. Because vitality is your defense stat, and he has... literally a 3, compared to, like, even Rosa has 30, and new Kain has, like, 20. Normal Kain has 40. Actually, Rosa has a lot. For a spellcaster, she almost says as much as Sid does. And Sid's a higher level, so... I guess it goes to show that Rosa is pretty tanky for a white mage. Honestly, I think Rose is pretty fucking good now that I'm getting used to, like, having her as my main white mage. I just feel like she's not in, at least until a certain point in the game. Funny enough, I think around this point in the game. But I think until around this point in the game, she just kind of isn't very relevant. And for whatever reason, I feel like I usually don't play a ton far... Like, most of the time I'm playing on my own, I don't play a ton farther than this. I don't really know why. Tella, please, cure... No. Well, okay. I'm gonna turn off random encounters, I think, because Tella, I just don't have a way to cure anymore. In fact, I just realized that... Okay. So here is something, an actual important question that I will hope that somebody will answer, even though I know it's not like I get a million views or anything. Would you guys want me to grind off-screen or on-screen? This series seems like it's zooming along fast enough. I think I'm probably gonna grind a little bit on-screen as opposed to off-screen, but... Actually, can I even get out of here? I want to check that. I don't know if I can get out of here. If not, then, whoops. Okay, I can. So, I'm going to go back, stay at the inn, get everyone recovered up, and then I'm going to probably next time mostly spend an episode grinding, so Tella and new Kain are not dying every 2 seconds. But I do want to hear, like, do you guys think it'd be boring to just have a grinding episode, or would it be exciting to see me actually do some more battles, because I mostly have been not doing them, because, I mean, even now, to be fair, if I really didn't care about keeping my party balanced, until a lot later in the game, I could probably get away with not grinding because my main party is so strong, but I want Tella and I want my new Kane to like build up to the point that I just have a well-rounded party. I don't even know if this is gonna be what I go with in the end, but at least for the next area, I want everyone to be good. And we're gaining levels fast enough that I feel like it wouldn't even be that unreasonable to say, well, we should grind, because every, like, fight, at least somebody's gaining a level. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.